Hi guys, welcome to OMI-MIZ YouTube channel. I'm your host Omi. Today we're gonna be discussing latest market news and updates. So without any waste, let's jump in. Let's start with crypto greed and fear index. So if we jump into crypto greed and fear index, we can clearly see कि इस वक्त मार्केट ने अच्छा सा पंप ले लिया. We are still in extreme fear, but वो जो हम लोग 10, 11 के बीच में फंसे हुए थे, yesterday we were 12, we're finally now pumping up. We're back into 20s level. तो market एक हमें is giving a clear idea that I am beginning to pump, I am beginning to find bottoms. इसलिए ही जब भी हम 10, 11 को hit करते हैं उसके बाद we have a relief rally which brings us back to some higher highs. So we can clearly see that as well from greed and fear index today. Something new for me that I have started using as well lately, and that is crypto bubbles. We can clearly see in crypto bubbles today कि नया थोड़ा सा ऊपर है. We can see LRC has been pumping from yesterday. Gala has been doing pretty good as well. Matic वगैरह, there's some coins that are still pretty sideways, but generally market is behaving very well. As we know, stocks ने भी एक rebound कराया, and after the stocks we saw a rally in crypto as well. Today is very important day. As we know, SEC की meeting भी है. From the meeting we will exactly know what are going to be the new policies that are going to come into act, and हमें उसके लिए हमेशा ready रहना है. Charts में jump करें, so we can see total से we had 1, 2, 3 rejections from our key downtrend line. We see in 1 hour we are now building support from 1.5, 1.9 trillion. So it's good, but market has been pretty sideways. यही कब से हम देख रहे हैं. If we zoom out to and try to see के one day में क्या situation है. So in one day also we are back. हमारे cup and handle से we are back at the bottom of the cup, and wahi se we are making support for now. We are close to the downtrend line. It's not pretty far. If we do have a very healthy pump, we can break it, but it looks very unlikely right now. अगर हम USDT की dominance को देखें, similar scenario in USDT's dominance as well, especially in the day time frame. We can see it has a very strong downtrend. It had a breakout, and now it's in a very strong uptrend. The worst thing that is happening for us, even though we've seen the market pumping for the last 48 hours, but we haven't seen dominance come down hardly in USDT. It would be nice अगर ये dominance नीचे आ जाए, because it's going to give us a sign, a confirmation that market is now believing more into cryptocurrencies again. Investor has confidence again, even though he's been shaked out after we had such massive waterfall effects, but there's still a hope, because we need hope in markets like these. Bitcoin की dominance को देखें, so Bitcoin's dominance has made a very nice W. It had a breakout. It's already now around 42. Very key zone that I'm looking at is 45, and then obviously 46, because we know BTC spends a lot of time around 45, 47 to about 45. So for me, I wouldn't take it as high as 47, because that looks very unlikely right now. But 45 is within sight. Probably we can get to 45 very soon. And another interesting thing I want to see is when we have a pullback, I want to note whether BTC's dominance increases or decreases, because I'm still trying to figure out which relationship we are at, and that is very important, क्योंकि हमें जब relationship की अभी के बारे में पता चलेगा तो we can decide which relationship आगे आने वाला है, what's going to be coming next for us. Others की dominance को देखें, 4 hour में had a beautiful W pattern and is back into higher highs again. It's now taking support right now at 17.56%. We know that we've been in this area for a very long time now, so we have very strong support. But we also have to be very careful with the DeFi and SEC meeting, because SEC is gonna come very hard at DeFi more than likely. Because the way TVLs and proof of stake is working lately, it's very easy for anybody to make any coin and make money very quickly. There's not much rules and regulations either, so it's kind of a dodgy area right now, and SEC ने बोल भी दिया इसके बारे में. So we have to be very careful. But the good sign for us right now is कि ये जो है W pattern के बाद has already begun to come up. It's gonna give a very good cover for our altcoins for short term. If we jump into BTC USDT for hours, we can clearly see BTC made a nice bull flag yesterday. We've had a breakout already above the bull flag, but we're still getting rejected. We did go higher and kind of liquidated the bears, but now we're consolidating in this zone again, and more likely we will come back, retest, and then probably have an upside rally. Market is pretty sideways right now. We are close to the downtrend line as well, but I don't see any of that action happening anytime soon. I expect the market to stay sideways, and probably later in the day when we have a clear confirmation from SEC meeting, there can only be two things that are going to come into the market. Either we're going to pump very hard and go back to 43, or we're going to remain somewhere here and probably touch 27 or 29 after the meeting comes out. Ethereum को भी quickly देख लेते हैं. We see Ethereum has been trading in these zones as well. Ethereum support zone was 2632. It broke that very badly, didn't even do a retest here, just went waterfall, and now it's been trying to make support from its previous monthly, weekly trend line. So we can see that the trend line is kind of testing itself right now. It's a very, very critical zone for ETH, but because ETH is burning so much of ETH per minute, per hour, we can't expect ETH is just going to go down in a waterfall effect. We can still have some good expectations from ETH that ETH is going to make market bullish very, very soon once its correction is completed. It's the mother of all altcoins. We can't expect ETH just to remain sideways and in a downtrend for far too long. The first news we have for us today, very exciting and very dangerous as well. ETH2 is no more after Ethereum Foundation ditches name in rebrand. By removing ETH2 terminology, we save all future users from navigating this confusing mental model, the Ethereum Foundation stated. I'm kind of skeptical about this because जब भी इन लोगों ने market में ऐसे कुछ करने की कोशिश की है, I kind of get feeling that they're going to do something they did with us in 2017, 2018 when they kept announcing things, and in the end they said we're going to rebrand and this and that, and after a few weeks they announced that we're going to be facing some delays, and it was gone. 3 years we didn't hear anything about it. And now they're back, and now we are again in that loophole. I really wish and pray that it doesn't do that with us this time around, and I can just hope. The last news we have for us today, Bitcoin hits 37.5k, stocks recoup losses ahead of Wednesday's FOMC statement. BTC and stock bounced back from Monday's onslaught as analysts speculate that the Fed's upcoming rate hikes are beginning to be priced into Bitcoin's price action. 34,000 is a crucial level to hold. The significance of the recent price bounce of 34,000 were addressed by on-chain data firm Whale Map, who posted the following chart highlighting the bounce of the whale trend line. So we can clearly see on the whale map that this was the whale's trend line. It had a clear bounce from 34,349, and we can see that in on-chain. We can see that in Wyckoff accumulation as well. In a lot of patterns, we are experiencing that right now. The perfect bounce for Bitcoin on the daily 34,000 is now crucial to hold. We might come to retest that zone as well, but for now we are having a very nice relief bounce. However, all very tricky still with FOMC meeting coming up tomorrow, as volatility will probably remain high on the Bitcoin and the markets. So that's all for our news for today. Let's jump in and see what we can expect from BTC for the next 24 hours. In case of a worst case scenario, I prepared myself a bear chart for the bear market, and I can also consider it to be an overall chart for throughout the history of Bitcoin. So we can clearly see in this chart that we have a resistance band on top and a support band at the bottom. From the support bands, we usually get bounces that bring us to all-time highs and accumulation zones like here. And from the resistance bands, we always get rejected and come back to the bottoms. So this ones were our important cycle bottom from which we started this cycle. For now, we made a top all the way at 69k around there. And now for me, I feel like we might just be in an accumulation phase here, because there's clear signs that we might not want to make a bottom closer to the previous bottom. That would make us very bearish. So if we do make a bottom somewhere here and trade around these zones, it would be a very good thing for BTC to have. I'm not really sure whether we're going to have a massive bull cycle coming after this, or we're just going to be having a sideways market coming. There's a very likely chance that we're going to have a sideways market almost all the way till midterm elections, because we know midterms are here now, and we have so much politics going on because of the midterms as well. So we just have to avoid this midterm phase, and probably we're going to have a massive rallies and more stabilization in the market towards March, April, May, and in the summer of 2022. So that's all for today's video, guys. I hope you liked today's video. If you do, smash the like button, share your thoughts in the comment section, and subscribe to my channel. Take care, guys. Bye bye.